another video. Welcome back to Vlogmas Day 19, y'all. We got 6 days left, 7 days left. I don't know how many days it is, but I know it ain't many. So, I got something special for the folks out there. And this is something that I did last year and the year before that. So if you missed it, please make sure you go back and check out last year's list and the year before that. I can't remember if I posted the year before that, but just check it out. It might be on there. So today, I'm going to be I'm just going to give you guys my top 10 Christmas movies 2024 edition. If you missed 2023 edition, you know where it's at. Go down there and find it. I got my notes right here, so y'all know I like to be extra. So I don't want to forget nobody and leave nobody off the list. Plus, I had to make some amends to it because y'all know we had to add somebody that was a last-minute contender that I had to put in there. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so coming in at number 10 is going to be Jack Frost. Now, Jack Frost was actually a really good movie. It was starring Michael Keaton, and it was really fun. It's a family fun movie, of course, and it was a really good movie. It was kind of sad. I won't spoil it, even though it came out many years ago, but somebody died. He died. Okay, I'm sorry, I spoiled it. But anyway, it was kind of sad, but all in all, it was a really good family fun movie. So if you're looking for a good family fun movie, Jack Frost, coming in at number 10 is on my top 10 list for 2024. All right, next on the list, we have in the number 9 spot, Just Friends. Okay, so I saw this movie years ago, and it's starring Ryan Reynolds and Anna Faris. Need I say more? Hilarious. From the beginning to the end. Now, this is probably not too family friendly, or maybe not the young family, but or not the young kids, because anybody can watch it. But it's a really good movie. It was hilarious. It did have some inappropriate parts in it, but nonetheless, it was very funny, and it did make my top 10 Christmas list for 2024. And I'm so sorry, this actually gets an 8 out of 10, and the first one gets a 7 out of 10. And the only reason why I got a 7 out of 10 is because the dad died. So there you go. All right, so moving right along, in the number 8 spot, we have The Polar Express. And anyway, this was a great family movie, and I love movies that I can watch with the kiddos. Well, I don't have kiddos. My kiddos are, they're grown, 20 and 23. But this was a good family picture. The music, the dancing, everything was super entertaining. The animation was amazing, and Tom Hanks does like all the voices, or he does a lot of the voices. So it's a really good movie. All in all, I gave it a 9 out of 10. So great family movie. Moving right along into spot number 7, we have not Guardians of the Galaxy. Did y'all hear me about to say Guardians of the Galaxy? The Rise of the Guardians, or Rise of the Guardians. So this actually made my top 5 list, if you got a chance to see that the other day. So this is another family-friendly movie that I can sit and watch with the kiddos. Now, I've seen this movie a whole bunch, but this year I've watched it more than I ever have. And it's because, it's a good movie. It's starring, who is it? Chris Pine and Alec Baldwin as a Russian Santa. What else do you need? And it had a lot of other characters. It had a great storyline. Animation was on point. So that takes number 7 for Rise of the Guardians. Moving on to number 6 was Home Alone, and not just Home Alone 2. Okay, so I know this is probably going to be like a big controversy, and I know that Home Alone 1 is the classic that everyone loves. However, Home Alone 2 is my favorite, starring Macaulay Culkin, and it has Joe Pesci in it. And that one is my favorite. And I like it because he's older and he's smarter. And so he gets into just a little bit more than he got into in the first one. But he was old enough to actually maintain himself. And of course, anything after 6 gets a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. So this one gets a 10 out of 10 because, hey, it's Macaulay Culkin. You got to give him a 10 out of 10. Moving on to number 5. Y'all see me flip my paper? Okay, I'm cheating. Okay, I'm sorry. So in the number 5 spot, we have the movie that actually made the list at the very last moment. Okay, and don't judge me, because I know it's like, you know, the top 10, but it's not of all time. It's just my top 10 2024 edition. So it could be a movie that came out in 2024, can't it? Well, it can, because it's my list. Don't tell me what to put on my list. Okay, anyway. The number 5 spot is taken. That sounds better. It's taken by none other than Red One. Okay, all right. So I don't want to hear no backlash from that, because that's a good movie. I know a lot of people may not like it. I loved it. And I just recently saw it, and I fell in love literally the first time I watched it. It's starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Chris Evans. I mean, you got two hot guys. But anyway, it also stars a lot of cool people like J.K. Simmons and Lucy Liu. It had an amazing storyline. It had some very good acting. The animation was on point. I don't know what kind of green screens they using, but I tell you what, they just getting outrageous, because a lot of this stuff look real and we know it's not real, but it was an amazing movie. I give it a 10 out of 10. It was very funny, very entertaining, and it was a family friendly. It did have like a couple of points. Did he curse in there? I don't think he cursed, but anyway, it had some touching moments in there and some very, very hilarious moments. So I mean, hey, it's all around, it's a good movie. I gave it a 10 out of 10. For the number 1 spot, which has held the number 4 spot, actually it held the number 3 spot, I think, last year. But for the number 4 spot, which is another good movie, is The Grinch. Oh, okay. Let me stop. Let me stop it right there. Not The Grinch. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And we talking about the Jim Carrey one. There is no other. This is the number 1 Grinch movie. So if you're going to watch a Grinch movie, make sure you watch the right one, which is How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. I give it a 10 out of 10. Hilarious, hilarious, hilarious. It's a family movie. I mean, what else can you say? It's Jim Carrey. I mean, it's a great movie. Coming in at the number 3 spot is a really good movie as well. It is Four Christmases. Now, this was actually me and Tyron's top. It was in our top 5, so it was number 3 for both of us. But this stars Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon. Now, I don't know if this is more family friendly with the younger kiddos, maybe under 14, probably not. But this was a really good movie. And if you want to laugh from the beginning to the end, this is definitely the movie for you. I love Four Christmases. I went and saw it when it was in the movies. Like, you know, the theater that you go to. I went and saw it with my sister, and we laughed from the beginning to the end. So my number 3 spot belongs to Four Christmases. Now, on to the number 2 spot, and this has held the number 2 spot for a couple of years, is Elf. And I got one thing to say, Will Ferrell. Don't need to say anything else. There is not a Will Ferrell movie that I have seen where I do not crack my side literally every single time. He is one of the most hilarious men ever out there. And this movie right here proves just how versatile he is. Because he always plays somebody funny, but he plays like a child-minded person. Or in this movie, he played an elf. He is amazing. This also was a very, very, very funny movie. And it is family friendly, because I don't think it was too bad of anything in there. I don't think it was any cursing or anything like that. So this definitely was a family friendly movie. I enjoyed it. I saw it with my boys. Of course, they saw it when they were older. So I don't know about the little kids, but as I stated, this is a good, funny, hilarious. I give it a 10 out of 10. Anything under 5 gets a 10 out of 10. So yeah. And for the number 1 spot, I know y'all been waiting for it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It makes the number 1 spot every single year. So if y'all see any of my videos showing my top 10, top 5, top 7, top 1, y'all know what my number 1 choice is. And it has been my number 1 choice for the last 15 plus years, and probably will be. And I don't think anything will ever take the spot of my number 1. Drum roll, please. Pun intended. Christmas Vacation. starring Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo. I mean, let me tell you something. Chevy Chase has a direct connect to my funny bone. I don't care. I know people probably say Chevy Chase ain't funny. He is hilarious to me. Now, this one was probably not as family friendly for the little ones under 14 because he does drop a couple of F-bombs in there. Nonetheless, this is still a hilarious and classic movie. And this will probably make the #1 spot next year. It made the #1 spot last year. So that is my top 10 Christmas movies 2024 edition. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in Vlogmas Day 20. Bye.